gameplay Fowl was filmed in front of a live studio audience. Okay, not really, but don't forget to like and subscribe. All stories are a reflection of the human learning experience. At the start of every hero's journey, the hero begins in a zone of comfort, their ordinary world. Then, all of a sudden, something comes along to disrupt that ordinary, comfortable world, and the hero is forced to pursue the thing they want, because that ordinary, comfortable world is no longer available to them. As we see in Ecco the Dolphin, when this young porpoise, who seeks more adventure in life, has his entire pod violently ripped away from him. He then has to seek advice from the Big Blue, the mentor to... Guys, come on. Class is not dismissed yet. You gotta at least pretend to be engaged until I tell you you can log off. Friggin' Gen Z. Max, thanks for hanging out and all, but you might as well log off too.
It's the goddamn lizard people. Oh, I'm telling you folks, these hard-working Americans are being fed to the demons by the goddamn communist lizard people. It's all part of their leftist agenda. They're being led by a cabal of gay friggin' dolphins.
Dude, don't be watching shit like that.
Alex said you hippie professors would try to silence the truth.
That garbage is gonna rot your brain, dude. Just listen to yourself.
The stuff he's saying makes a hell of a lot more sense than what you've been telling me.
That's because grifters like that offer simple, albeit batshit insane, answers to genuinely complex problems. And unfortunately, people like you fall for it because you want simple answers to everything.
Well, some of what he's saying must be true. Didn't a bunch of your students just randomly go missing?
No, they're college students. And it's a Friday. They just logged off early because they want to get a jump start on the weekend. No big conspiracy there.
Okay, well how about this?
As reports continue to roll in of more and more people mysteriously vanishing, we reluctantly turn now to experts in the scientific community for explanations that surely will not be accepted by the general public. Dr. Annunziata, is there some sort of scientific explanation to these recent disappearances? Well, you see, Chris, there have been a number of extra-dimensional events over the last year, and it is more than likely that those cause some sort of a disturbance in the multiverse. So, to me, these disappearances seem perfectly natural as the multiverse attempts to restore balance. I see. And what do you say to all of the conspiracy theorists who claim it's lizard people led by a cabal of gay dolphins? That is ridiculous. Listen to yourselves.
Still, there are people going missing and we don't know why.
Dude, this is exactly like...
No, stop. You always do this. Whenever things get a little bit stressful or difficult, you always want to escape into the PS with your old games.
No, dude, this is the exact setup to Ecco the Dolphin.
Not the point. There are much more important things you could be accomplishing here, in the present. Escaping to the PS accomplishes nothing. Stop giving up so easily.
It's not... I don't give up easily. And you know what? I can prove it with this.
No, really, you can't.
Oh yeah? Well, check this out. See that?
Yep, but as always, I have no idea what I'm looking at.
It's the Ecco list.
Not helping.
Ecco the Dolphin is quite possibly one of the hardest games ever made. So the creator
Ed Annunziata compiled this list of the few players who were resilient enough to actually beat it. Any of those names jump out at you? Michael Jackson? Don't be a dick. I made this list because I pushed myself, at like 10 years old, to do the impossible and beat an unbeatable game. Oh, my thoughts. Yeah. You getting it now? No. I'm just realizing. This is your only real accomplishment in life, isn't it? What? No. But it is an accomplishment. Like, look at the names on that list. Michael Jackson, John Singleton, Jodie Foster. That's an elite group of... Oh, this is just sad, mate. You don't understand, because you haven't played it. No, I understand just fine. But I am a bit worried you don't. Tell you what, just play a few levels. If after that, you still feel like beating this game is not a significant life accomplishment, then I will gladly admit that you were right and I was wrong. Oh, wow. Yeah, you don't understand. But that is an offer I cannot refuse. So go on, pop it in. Let's get this over with. How old is this? It's the 30th anniversary this year, actually. Phoenix Christ. Well, this is nice. A peaceful little dolphin game. Reminds me of home a bit. I thought you said your world was all wetland. We still have oceans, mate. Hold the shit on. You can eat the fish? Yeah, that's how you restore your health. Immediately, this is my new favourite game. All I've been wanting to do since I got to this world was eat some fish. Now finally, you can't stop me. Is this a game? Or just swim around, eat fish, and do fun dolphin flips? My kind of game. Don't forget to talk to your pod mates. Oh, right. Oh, he wants to see how high I can jump? Alright, let's see. I wish you had shown me this game sooner. It really puts me at ease and helps remind me of... Oh god! Oh fuck! What the f... What the f... This game is f***ed up. Your childhood was f***ed up. I am now traumatized by this game. As we all were back in the day. Oh, that's sad. Poor little dolphin lost all his mates. Now you gotta help him find them. Don't worry, Echo. We'll help you find your pod. Alright, so the first thing you gotta do is try to find someone who can explain what happened. It was the lizard people. Alright, so where do I go? Actually, you can use your sonar like a map. You just want to hold down B. Alright, let's talk to this dolphin. Okay, you were not helpful. Ah, for fuck's sake! Why are there so many jellyfish? Echo's scream is blood curdling. Ah, thank Thoth. Fucking jellyfish damn near killed me. What? Why is my health still going down? Nothing touched me. Oh, dude, that's not your health. That's your air meter. The fuck? What do I have an air meter? You're a mammal? You can't breathe underwater. You gotta go up for air occasionally. You're joking. No, dude, it's realistic. Realism. An energy beam blasted down from the sky, sucking up half of all life in the ocean like a fucking hoover. And you're talking to me about realism? Ooh, you want to talk to that orca? Oh, yeah, sure. Those models are definitely to scale. Gotta have a super realistic oxygen meter, but fuck it, dolphins and orcas are basically the same size. So, what the hell just happened? You never went up for air, so your health got dangerously low. Oh, so now what? Now you gotta do that all over again. Shit! All the way off. I told you this game was hard, dude. It's not hard, that's fucking bullshit.
Now we'll see how you handle a real Ecco the Dolphin level.
The fuck's that supposed to mean? Oh, this is just horse. Where the hell am I supposed to go?
You gotta find a seashell to break those rocks.
Right. Glad to see this game so consistent with its realism. What in the ever-loving fuck?
You gotta push it into the rocks.
And how the shit am I supposed to do that? This dolphin ain't got opposable thumbs, mate.
You just push it with your nose.
Oh, the fuck off.
Here, just let me get you past this part real quick.
Are those fucking blowfish? I hate fucking blowfish. No. Again, these sizes don't make any goddamn sense. And why would I ever expect to be slapped in the face with a fucking tentacle?
You just gotta swim by him slowly.
This goddamn game.
Okay, but you probably want to go back and get air first.
And deal with those blowfish bastards again? No fucking thank you. I'll take my chances with the octopus.
Okay.
This chum bucket sucking torture device of a fucking game. Don't you fucking say it. There are real people in your real world that we could be trying to find. I don't need to waste my time with a bunch of pixelated numbnuts dolphins in a bullshit fucking game.
You know, the problem a lot of people have with the Ecco games is that they try to rush through each level like they're playing a standard action game. And that's just setting themselves up for failure. What you gotta do is, you gotta take your time, be patient, map out the level, and then move through each objective once you know where everything is. This just in. A group of extra-dimensional creatures known as the Void have claimed responsibility for the recent disappearances. At this time, we do not know their motivations, nor how they entered our universe. But one thing is clear, there was no involvement of lizard people. So, every Friday night, my parents used to take us to Blockbuster to rent a game, and I remember renting this one an ungodly number of times. Now, I'd get home, immediately start playing it, only pausing long enough to catch the latest episode of Boy Meets World on TGIF. Then I would go right back to this after. Fascinating. You can turn that off now, dude. Clearly it wasn't the lizard people. There's no need to stress yourself out over it anymore. In this world, there is new earth-shattering bad news every single day. Well, don't you want to know what happened with us? I can already tell you. Here, whenever a global catastrophe happens, it's either the fault of some rich asshole doing something selfish and stupid, or an evil corporation who's found a way to profit off of everyone else's suffering. No. That sounds like the conspiracy theory. There is no way that any civilization, no matter how individualistic, would not have authority figures in place to prevent that sort of nihilistic, self-serving behavior. Except in this world, the rich people and corporations own all those authority figures. That's why it's better to find something that makes you happy and focus on that. And how does that make you happy? That is easily one of the most stressful games I have ever played. That's part of its charm. It presents itself as this peaceful, unassuming little dolphin game, but if you want to experience all of its amazing visuals and storytelling, you gotta be willing to endure its punishment. It's like
carving through the hard, bitter outer shell of an exotic fruit to get to the sweet nectar within.
Do you ever hear yourself when you speak?
I remember seeing the commercials for this back in the day. That was the first time I ever remember feeling like I needed to own a specific game. Like, dude, you gotta check this out.
Day 19. I am concerned about the crew. After all, Ecco the Dolphin is not just a game, it is an adventure. The graphics are surreal. They don't want to go into the sea anymore. 27 levels of danger, mystery, and beauty, all through the eyes of a dolphin. Simply brilliant. Thank goodness, my trusty skipper Pierre has no interest in this new game.
Gripping. When I was a kid, my dad got an NES one year for Christmas, but he hated me, so I was not allowed to touch it. But naturally, I had to play Zelda and Mario, so I just sneaked to play it. And I was willing to face whatever punishment I had to. Eventually, my dad got so sick of me touching his NES that my parents decided they were just going to buy me a Genesis one year for my birthday. And they knew that I wanted Ecco the Dolphin more than any other game, so they definitely weren't going to buy me that. The Genesis came with Sonic, so they kind of just hoped that would appease me enough that I'd stop touching my dad's shit. Which is why I had to rent this game so much. Thankfully, though, I was able to convince my grandmother to buy it for me that following year for my birthday, and that summer, my entire life was consumed by Ecco the Dolphin. And honestly, that was one of the best summers of my life. Playing this now takes me back to that.
Wow. Oh, I don't even know where to begin. Ha! Update from O. It was the lizard people. They were working with the deep state and the void to round up all of those hard-working Americans and send them to something called a FEMA camp. Also, the people who went missing weren't even real. They were crisis actors? Wait. Okay, well, it still makes more sense than your theory.
Breaking news. We now have confirmation that the Void are here for what they are calling a series of multiversal disturbances caused by the O'Leary Corporation. I am now joined by O'Leary International CEO Saul O'Leary so that he might shed some light on this topic. Mr. O'Leary, thank you for
Shut up, bitch. Let's get through the fucking crap cake, shall we? Did I cause some disturbances in the multiverse here and there? Yeah, sure. But that ain't my fault. You wanna blame somebody? Blame that fucking duck.
Sir, are you drinking alcohol right now?
No, it's fucking apple juice. The fuck you think?
Can we censor that?
Hey, don't I advertise on this network?
Yes, sir. You do.
Then you need to shut your little bitch ass up before I pull that fucking funding.
Sorry, sir. Please continue.
See, I ain't never had interdimensional duck meat before. So naturally, I was willing to do whatever I had to get that little shit. And so what? That's my right as a big game hunter.
Big game hunter.
Yep.
A duck.
Did I stutter, motherfucker?
Okay. Mr. O'Leary, with all due respect, I have to ask that you please watch your language. There could be children watching at home.
Man, fuck them fucking kids.
Told you.
So this is all my fault.
No, dude, it's the fault of some rich ass. Don't blame yourself.
But he wouldn't be doing any of that if I wasn't here.
Dude, you've been here long enough to know that if it wasn't this catastrophic event, it'd be another one. In this world, there's no point stressing yourself out over any one global world-shattering event, because there's always another one waiting just around the corner.
I suppose that's true.
Oh, dude, check this out. God, I love this game.
But you just died.
It's part of the nostalgia. You know how many times I've died playing this game? But you start over, learn from your mistakes, and make it a little further the next time. Progressing to a new level in this game is a genuinely rewarding feeling.
I suppose the artwork's pretty stunning. And sliding on the ice as a dolphin does seem fun. Yeah, why the hell not? Hold on. So there is an alien race that comes to Earth every so many years, and I, a dolphin, need to stop them? Yep. Okay, definitely not what I was expecting from this game. And how do I do that? You see how the asteroid's missing that globe there? You gotta go back in time to retrieve it, so you can return it to him in the present, then he'll be able to give you the power you need to defeat the vortex. Now I know you're a fan of really insane games, but this might top them all, mate. Mm-hmm. And where is a dolphin supposed to find a time machine? In Atlantis. Okay. So the ancient Atlanteans had the technology to travel through time? I'm surprised that someone as versed in conspiracy theories as you isn't familiar with ancient aliens. Ancient aliens. Oh, I see what you did there. You just made that up. I wish. Look, mate, I am trying to understand that deep emotional connection you have with this game, but not only is it insanely difficult, it is just insane. Okay. What if I told you you'd be traveling back to the time of the dinosaurs? What? Are there dinosaurs in this game? Oh yeah. Okay, let's go find that fucking time machine. See? That's it. Yeah, dinosaurs. Let's go. I can explain this story to you until I'm blue in the face. But the true charm of this game is the way that it perfectly encapsulated all of the coolest shit from when we were kids. Dolphins and whales and sharks and aliens and Atlantis and fucking dinosaurs. If you look at this game with the embittered eyes of an adult, then all of that will just seem insane. But if you can just let go and allow yourself to slip back to a time in your life when those were the coolest things in the world, whose world? Doesn't matter. If you can imagine going back and looking at this game through the eyes of a child, seeing all of that cool shit together in one story, then you will understand what made this game truly special.
Yeah, it's the 1999 nickel. Minus a couple pennies. Yeah, yeah. I remember when we would do was play games. I could remember when everything was new and all was great. And I still remember, yes, I still remember those days. Can't you remember when you first played that one game? I bet you remember all the cheat codes. I bet you remember just where to go. I bet you remember when no one knows. I bet you remember. I bet you remember when you first got lost. I bet you remember when you beat that boss. I bet you remember when your heartbeat stopped.
Oh, we're back at the beginning. Yeah. And now things are gonna get really difficult. More difficult than fighting the asteroid? Dude, take the hardest level we've faced yet and multiply that by about 1 million. That's how hard these next 2 levels are. Especially Welcome to the Machine. So, you're just gonna dive right in? Well, I've only been able to beat this game once in life. Figured since we made it this far, might as well see if I can finally do it again. You know, you have this amazing gift for channeling the love you have for your person into others. I genuinely have no connection to this game, but you were somehow able to make me feel like I was experiencing it the same way you did 30 years ago when you played it as a child. Have you ever thought about using the love you have for your person in a more productive way? I mean, I do, don't I? I'm a teacher. Sure, but I mean, you had all of these plans to be a rock star and a comic creator and an artist, but you've just given up on all of that and run away to your past again. Yeah, well, Jimmy's gone now. Can't exactly be a band as one person. That's not what I mean. Why don't you take those talents you have and channel them into one project that can help others escape to simpler, happier times?
the way you do for me. Seems like something your world could really do with.
It's hard to explain since you're not from this world. But as a millennial, it just feels like no matter how hard I work, no matter how talented I am, no matter how much effort I put in, none of it's ever gonna matter because there's this constant force working against me, preventing me from achieving any level of success.
Well, at least just know I
Whoa, where the hell am I? This doesn't look like Congress. Damn it, I can never navigate those friggin' sky tubes. Hey, how far are we from Washington, D.C.? Look, guys, I'm sorry about your window, but I gotta get to Washington. I'm supposed to translate for that big meeting between your world leaders and the Void.
Wait, pick it up. What?
Yeah, haven't you been watching the news? The Void agreed to meet with your world leaders to negotiate a settlement.
Wait, I'm more concerned about the other part. Why are you translating?
Yeah, so a while back there was this scientist, Dr. John C. Lilly. He worked with the dolphins to teach us how to speak English so that he could replicate that method to communicate with aliens if the time ever came.
Oh, shit. I actually know this story. Why am I not surprised? But I thought that experiment was like a huge failure.
In your universe it was, but in mine it worked. So the Void takes dolphins from my world to use as translators whenever they're doing these settlement negotiations.
Hold on. These are normal occurrences?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but every 30 years the Void visits each universe and demands sacrifices to their master, an eldritch multiverse god called Kathatuku. Now, normally, the older generations in each universe just sacrifice themselves so the younger generations can go on to live full, prosperous lives. That is literally how it has worked in every universe through the entire history of the multiverse. Until yours. You see, because 30 years ago when the Void came here, the generation you call the Boomers negotiated a deal where they would offer up the younger generations as sacrifice every 30 years. That way they could preserve the comfy, cozy lives they created for themselves. It's pretty messed up, honestly.
Phoenix fucking Christ.
Yeah, dude, you get it. You're from a flocking species. Dolphins, we always look out for what's best for the pod. It was honestly shocking to us to see a species act so selfishly.
No wonder the younger generations aren't affording any opportunities here. What if all the people in positions of power now they're just going to be sacrificed to some fucking squid faces?
Dude, is that Ecco the Dolphin? That game's based on my dad. Yeah, man, I'm Ecco Jr. Well, not like Ecco Jr. the game. It was just my dad as a kid. Also, the spelling's a bit different. Dude, I am blown away by how easily you just beat that. Reminds me of my dad.
Yeah, well, I'm beginning to realize the reason my generation clings so much to our childhood is because it was a time in our lives when we still had hope. And that hope came from these great stories we grew up with. It certainly didn't come from our parents. They were too busy selling out our futures to f***ing squid people. So, instead of wallowing in the fact that what once was possible is now anything but, I choose to look to these old characters who taught me that you fight for a better world even when it is certain you will not succeed.
You know this is the hardest level of any video game anywhere in the multiverse, right?
I'm aware.
Have you ever beat it?
Once. And he's going to attempt to do it again.
Whoa! Dad told me infiltrating the Vortex ship and killing the Queen caused him psychological damage he was never able to recover from. Are you sure you wanna?
Yep. It's all part of the nostalgia, mate.
Mate, I have to admit, I understand now. That was a significant accomplishment.
That was amazing. Seeing you power through that level really took me back to when I was a kid. Felt like I was with my dad again.
What time is it? EJ, dude, didn't you have to be in Washington?
No, that's not what Dad would do. If he saw his friends suffering, losing all chance at a better future, especially if they were powerless to defend themselves, he would step up and defend their future. If the older generations of humans won't step up to defend the younger generations, then pod damn it, the dolphins and whales will.
In what has quickly become the bloodiest conflict this world has ever seen, the dolphins and whales continue to fight humans born between 1940 and 1965 for what they are calling the future of the planet. Earlier, we spoke with Colonel Boomer McEgo, who had this to say.
This world is ours, you hear me? And we are not about to give it up to some lazy kids or some stupid freaking fishes.
Maybe we should play some Echo Jr. I think we could use the carefree fun.